Triggered by feelings, maybe imagined, triggered by memories, maybe now. Too Freud to rock and roll, too young to die. Looks twice as big in built-up shoes. God knows the past, Brown knows the blues. Too Freud to rock and roll, too young to die. Whoa, he made his cat into a coat, asked vegan friends to have a stroke. Is this fur coat a former friend or foe? 'Cause I got camp for my birthday, Nietzsche for Christmas. Easy to read, hard to dismiss. Too Freud to rock and roll, too young to die. Withered his growth, inconsequential. Online chat rooms through the night. Too Freud to rock and roll, too young to die. He's scared of his music going off half-cocked. Daren't call it rock and roll, hides behind post-rock. In his mouth someone should stick a sock. Whoa, he hit a Buddhist monk upon the head, called it xenophobia with a Z. Too Freud to rock and roll, too young to die. Now he mistakes Thoreau for Abraham Lincoln. Puerile gaff, what was he thinking? The past ain't rock and roll, it's Charles and Di. Too Freud to rock and roll, too young to die. Die, young to die. Too Freud to rock and roll, too young to die. Too Freud to rock and roll, too young to die. Too Freud to rock and roll, too young to die.
Gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerers of death's construction. In the fields, the bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah! darkness, world stops turning. Ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. Day of judgment, God is calling. On their knees, the war pigs crawling, begging mercies for their sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah!
Tell me what's up, but tell me how to run it down. The tricks of the shade got your merry going round. Rich moving in, got the poor moving out. The property values jumping so they can't afford their house. I say mama, how time flies right by. Punks talking junk, tried to feed me apple pie. 17th and Mount Vernon, not a lot of earning. Built some fly new apartments and the tabletops turning like a journeyman yearning to make that quick buck. Scams running flames, hey yo kid, yeah you better duck. They move into your neighborhood, now all of a sudden it's good enough. So let the good get rough and tougher. I had enough of rich motherfuckers taken from my brothers. I'm a quicker upper, my brother's moving out. Yo, we gotta make room for the white man. Damn, yo, I think I smell a scam. Learning the tricks of the shade, the trades of the trickiest, the stickiest motherfucker in the history of hypocrites. Columbus destroyed more Indians than Hitler killed Jews. But on his birthday you get sales on shoes. And this is all old news, but I'm afraid you can't find it. It's
snooze, you lose, so I choose to rewind it. Offer gun for gold, but behold the real plan. Using shady treaties, trading trinkets for land. They should have scalped his ass before he even touched sand. Everything was grand until 1609. That's when the swiney swilling started freezing and starving. But who do they turn to when the times get hardened? I beg your pardon, punk, but that shit's shady. You want relief from the chief after you rape his lady? But maybe your time's up, cause here comes the Sways Act. After 500 fucking years, here's a payback.
To the tricks of the shade, everyone's trying to get paid. Can't be like Mike, getting hype with a type of Gatorade. Push pulls on the string, says a trickle is a thing, but it ain't trickled down and round my pockets in the ring. Sing it's money for the wealthy, healthcare for the healthy. Welfare buys our pants, but you can't buy the belt. See, it's time to act up. Rup-a-pup-pup, cause the poor falling down while the quail's rising up. And you get just enough from the great welfare cup to keep from busting heads and make it stand buckle up. Just enough greenbacks. The quiet revolutions and government patches leaks and ignores the solutions. Typical, plug your ears, cause I'm ready to wrench. I've got a fifth in my car and we'll drop you at the next. I punked out a pig and I moved on to the next cop, cause I spit on the flag, cause it's not always the best. Puppet flopped in the minds of Indians and others. It was the oppressor, the murder, the betrayer of brothers. Men never die for flags, they die for politicians. The shadiest breeds of the mental magicians.
A violent mob incited by President Donald Trump stormed the U.S. Capitol Wednesday, attacking police, ransacking and looting offices, and sending lawmakers diving for cover amidst gunfire and tear gas.
Citywide curfew for the District of Columbia beginning at 6 p.m. this evening, going until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
The unprecedented violence interrupted a joint session of Congress convened to certify Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's Electoral College victory. It came after President Trump, backed by his attorney Rudy Giuliani, rallied thousands of supporters outside the White House, urging them to march on the Capitol to overturn the results of the election.
During the curfew, no one is allowed to be outside in public places other than essential workers, which includes credentialed media engaging in essential functions.
Let's have trial by combat.
After the speech, Trump retreated to the White House while his mob marched on Congress, where they pushed past police and smashed their way into the Capitol.
They don't get to steal it from us. They don't get to tell us we didn't see what we saw.
The Secret Service whisked Vice President Mike Pence to safety as terrified lawmakers fled the House and Senate chambers. A dozen lawmakers were trapped in the gallery above the House floor as marauders tried to force their way past barricades.
As you can see from video images, the unlawful behavior inside the United States Capitol building. I continue to urge all Washingtonians to stay home and stay calm, and if you see something, say something.
We respect the law. We were good people. The government did this to us. We were normal, good, law-abiding citizens, and you guys did this to us. We want our country back. We are protesting for our freedom right now. That's the difference.
Some of the lawmakers Others put on emergency gas masks as tear gas filled the air. Others broke furniture apart to fashion makeshift clubs to defend themselves before Capitol Police finally cleared a path for their escape.
The behavior that we are witnessing is shameful, unpatriotic, and above all, it is unlawful.
This is our country, this is our house. That's it. This is our house. This is our country. This is our country.
The insurrectionists overturned desks, tore paintings off walls, posed for photos on the House and Senate daises, and looted the office of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. 4 people died in the melee.
Anyone who has engaged in these activities, continues to engage in these activities, will be held accountable. There will be law and order, and this behavior will not be tolerated.
Because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
God is calling. Underneath the war pigs crawling, begging masses for the sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord,
Master, Master, taste me, you will see. Master, Master, more is all you need.
oh Lord,
Master, Master, dedicated to. Master, Master, how I'm feeling you.
2004, still at war, and everybody hates Americans. Come on.
flying in an aeroplane with pen in hand, over miles and miles of deep blue. Wondering if it was all part of a master plan. Forget the one and become two. How could your brother hear the same music? Yet somehow dance to a different tune. I guess that what you go divide this precious land. This precious land will divide you. Sing. Everybody stop fighting. Everybody make love. Driving a brand new Cadillac through my neighborhood. Everything still look the same. Everything except the fact I wish I could take away all the hurt and pain. We let Superfly straighten up our curly hair. It took the afro I could gain. It's kinda cool, but the guns and drugs are too much to bear. 10 years later, Scarface came. Sang the hook. Everybody stop fighting. Come on. Everybody make love. A united state of mind will never be divided. Real definition of unity is one. People can slam their door, disagree and fight it. But how you gonna love the Father and not love the Son? United States of division. Walking down the street, no flag in hand, no stars and stripes, no claim to land, no crescent moon, just a holy man, holy man. Far from heaven must we go, for the winds of change will blow and show. This world has supposed to be land of peace and harmony. Come on, everybody stop fighting. Everybody make love. Come on, everybody stop fighting. United States of division. People can slam the door, disagree and fight it. But how you gonna say you love the Father and I love the Son? United States of division.
Black,
Division.
white,
Division.
Straight.
Division.
gay,
Division.
Christian.
Division. 'Cause
Muslim.
the rest of the world. I love my country, but I love God more. Every man, woman, boy, and girl. Whoa. Can you sing with me? Come on, everybody. Oh, everybody stop fighting. Put your gun down. Hey, everybody gather round, gather round. Everybody make love. Hey, hey, hey. Ow. Talk to me. What is this much to declare war? Everybody stop fighting. What we're fighting for. Hey, oh, come here, baby. Everybody make love. Talking to United States, United States, United States of Dimension. Everybody make music. Everybody make love.
Guys flashing, kids slashing, out to chill, out to kill. War zone, war zone. Towns burning, throats choking. Watch out, check out. War zone, war zone. Skin peeling, bones melting. Hold your heart, hold your life. War zone, war zone, war zone, war
Okay, we'll do the whole thing again.
Now, I spoke about a prison industrial complex, and I haven't really explained what I mean about that. What often also happens is that prisons move in to the vacuum that has been left by these transnational corporations that go to the third world. And they are the institutions that provide jobs to people. Many people, as a matter of fact, I heard that here in Colorado, at the Florence, the federal correctional institution in Florence that community people held a bake sale and got together and raised money. Is that right? Yeah. To convince the federal government to build a prison there. I guess because they wanted the jobs. And if you look at the construction industry, one of the most developed sectors of the construction industry is prison construction. That's where the profits are now. Look at the role that architects play in creating these new institutions. Look at the extent to which prisons have been privatized, and the extent to which private corporations move in to take advantage of prison labor, because it is as cheap, oftentimes, or almost as cheap as third world labor.
Wake up, hold your life. They're out to chill, out to kill. Warzone. Warzone! It's Warzone! Guys stealing zillions gets away while we knock each other to make our day. Wake up, hold your life. Wake up! They're out to chill, they're out to kill. Warzone! 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 Don't make us laugh with your high-minded talk, but all you want from us is some pillow talk. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Hold your life. Warzone! Oh, 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 Warzone! Warzone! We're living in a war zone.
So there's a sense in which prisons are becoming an integral part of the U.S. economy, which means that there are stakes other than the anti-crime stakes that will keep the prison industry expanding. So it's acquiring its own momentum, which, if we don't attempt to intervene and stop it now, we will be, into the next millennium, we will be an increasingly incarcerated society.
I want to read you a statement by a well-known politician that you know of. The streets of our country are in turmoil. The universities are filled with
shouting, go up, tell it on the mountain. Faith too strong to be left out in way of the triune God. I don't need the pills you take just to feel the spirit moving. Brother, I ain't slept in days all without the drugs you use. Set me for the builders you use me for the Great Commission. As it was and always will, as it is, I'm here to witness that old time screaming and shouting. Go up, tell it on the mountain. Faith too strong to be left out in way of trying God. I don't need the laws of man to tell me what I ought to do. He reached down and touched my hand and gave me quite a talking to. Gave it to me strict in charge, something simple I could ponder, till the roll is called on high, till we all meet over yonder. Old time screaming and shouting, go up, tell it on the mountain. Faith too strong to be left out in way of trying God. I don't need the pills you take just to feel the spirit moving. Brother, I ain't slept down the way of trying God. Let me go screaming and shouting, you go up with definition. As it was and always down the way of trying God. Jesus said he'd go before and come back when the house was finished. All this sin and waging war, my God's coming any minute. Old time screaming and shouting, go up, tell it on the mountain. Faith too strong to be left out in way of trying God. That old time screaming and shouting, go up, tell it on the mountain. Faith too strong to be left out in way of trying God. Way of trying God. Way of trying God. It is time. It is time that everybody understands. We've been trying to move this struggle from a lower to a higher level. All the people who sacrificed their lives. We understand that fascism exists in America, and we are going to create an American Liberation Front to combat the avaricious businessman, the demagogic politician, and the fascist pig cops who murder, brutalize, and terrorize the people. The future. I am the very near future. A revolutionary.
Unemployed graduate, the teachers ain't having it. Cameras everywhere, but the kids is gang banging. There ain't a war on drugs, it's a war on the hood. The Democrats and Republicans, both up to no good. They both got in bed with the multinationales. They sending us to prison instead of sending us to college. The janitor's mop can't clean the situation when the dictator of our nation is called a corporation. Swear to God, and my mama never supported Obama. I'm a Chicago riot starter like a Haymarket martyr. I'd rather focus on the streets, organized in the tribes. Go against the grain and know that I tried. I'm not into working backwards, I'm talking direct action. I'm talking fighting for freedom for the poor and working classes. I will work for reform. This is for my unborn. I'm putting on a ski mask and this weapon is drawn. This is the culture of violence in which I've grown up. They say grow up, make a living in these miserable conditions. Schools look more like prisons and they shutting down the clinics. If employment ain't an option, you ain't got shit. What you do? Where you go if you foreclose, then your payment past due. Ask you, is it worth it? The earth on its last pulses, all in bloodthirsty, they raping the resources. Things is getting darker, but it's light that I offer. No divide and conquer. I'm talking people power. I was ticking, hurry, hurry, get your ticket for the future. Identify the problems and move on to the solutions. You should be involved, build, show love. That's step number one before we shooting dumb guns. Run, copper, we united. No more internal fighting. Might just run up on the precinct. No justice, no peace. This is.
taking it from you. So eventually you gonna tell him, nah, you ain't gonna take my money. And if it lead up to a fight, you gonna fight. But then the next time you see him, it's gonna be gunplay. So it's basically you defending yourself.
Oh, my mama told me, 'cause she said she learned the hard way. Say she wanna spare the children. She say don't give us your soul away, 'cause all that you have is your soul. Don't be tempted by the shiny apple. Don't you eat of a bitter fruit. Hunger only for a taste of justice. Hunger only for a world of truth. 'Cause all that you have is your soul. I was a pretty young girl once. I had dreams, I had high hopes. Married a man who stole my heart away. Gave his love, but what a high price to pay. And all that you have is your soul. Don't be tempted by the shiny apple. Don't you eat of a bitter fruit. Hunger only for a taste of justice. Hunger only for a world of truth. 'Cause all that you have is your soul. Why was I such a young fool? Thought I'd make history, making babies was the best I could do. Thought I made something could be mine forever. Found out the hard way, one can't possess another. And all that you have is your soul. Don't be tempted by the shiny apple. Don't you eat of a bitter fruit. Hunger only for a taste of justice. Hunger only for a world of truth. 'Cause all that you have is your soul. I thought I could find a way. Be the system, make a deal and have no debts to pay. Take it all, I take it all, had to run away. Be for myself, first class and first rate. But all that you have is your soul. Don't be tempted by the shiny apple. Don't you eat of a bitter fruit. Hunger only for a taste of justice. Hunger only for a world of truth. 'Cause all that you have is your soul. Here I am, I'm waiting for a better day. A second chance, a little luck to come my way. Hope to dream, I hope that I can sleep again. Awake in a world with a clear conscience and clean hands. 'Cause all that you have is your soul. Don't be tempted by the shiny apple. Don't you eat of a bitter fruit. Hunger only for a taste of justice. Hunger only for a world of truth. 'Cause all that you have is your soul. Oh, my mama told me, 'cause she said she learned the hard way. Say she wanna spare the children. She say don't give us your soul away. 'Cause all that you have is your soul. that you have. All that you have. All that you have is yourself.